that's a start.
So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. We have a busy day planned today. Last night I started another lift of that red pine after dinner there. But right now we're back down at the sawmill. We're going to move this little bit of lumber here out of the way. And then we're going to saw some more of this red pine, run the chipper for a little bit, and then we have to go fix a parking lot at a baseball field. That'll be later on today. It's already actually later on today though. Had a slow start to things this morning. Had to do a little office work and some running around. It's already about 11:30 right now, but we should still have a pretty productive day. I think right now I'm going to saw a couple of these smaller red pines. You don't get much out of these, but they go pretty quick. I mean, we'll get some nice siding boards out of this. So we're going to fire up the excavator. We'll set one on the mill, put one on deck, and get started. All right, so out of those 3 small logs, I think I got about 19 or 20 1x6s and 3 2x6s. I cut my 2x6s 1.5 inches thick and a true 6 inches wide. So not bad out of those 3 little ones, but I'm doing something a little bit differently. When I was done with those 3 logs, I put some scrap on the mill, like some slabs, and just kind of clamped everything together and cut them down, and we'll feed these through the chipper. I'm not going to do that all the time because more bark means, you know, faster blade wear, but I needed to change that blade anyway. Now when you have a log on there, you have that debarker that runs across it, but when you pile up a bunch of slabs like that, you're getting a lot more bark and a lot more debris. And my blade's a little jacked up as you can tell. See that chatter right there? But I got probably 1,000 board feet out of that last blade, and it needs sharpened now. So that's pretty good, actually. That's real good. So now we're going to fire up the chipper, and I just realized I have everything oriented the wrong way. I should have had all this turned around, because you kind of feed the chipper on that side. You can change how this is set up. I'm not going to do that for this little bit. I think what I'll do, I'll lay all these pieces across the trailer and then just stand on that side, feed the chipper, because it eats them as fast as you can put it in there. But by the way, the chickens the other day, they love this stuff. Their chicken run was all muddy, and I only had about 1/3 of the trailer filled up. Shoveled that all in there. They thought it was Christmas morning. All right, I learned its limitations. That one piece, I mean, it chipped everything I put through it, but that one might have been just a hair smaller than this one right here, but that's a big chunk of wood. It definitely bogged it down some, but all that scrap took about 4 minutes, and I wasn't even hurrying. Pretty nice. But I was going to clean up the mill and do a blade change, but I think that's going to have to wait till I get back. I need to take the forks off, the chipper off, put the land plane on, bucket on, load it on the trailer, go fix a ball field. Well, the parking lot for a ball field. Oh, and by the way, the split fire is quick hitch compatible. Well, at least with this Land Pride it is. Hooked right up. Gonna fuel up the tractor before we put the land plane on and load up. Tell you what, this fuel tank has been the greatest thing I've bought in the last several years. I didn't realize how much time it would save me till I actually had one. Before, I was always running and filling up that 100-gallon tank in the back of the truck, and it was always just a thing. All right, I am all loaded up. I double and triple checked everything, and we're gonna head over to the ball field and fix up their parking lot. All right, we're out here at the ball field. We're unloaded. It's a little bit wetter than what I thought it was gonna be. We did have a bunch of rain there a couple days ago, but we should be able to shape this up pretty good. right, I think we got it straightened out. What do you think, Kurt?
Thank you very much, Mike. This is great. This is everything that we were looking and hoping to achieve. The gravel is back up to the top of the surface like we had wanted. The puddles are all gone.
It's crazy. When we first got here, you don't think there's that much stone here until you start working it up.
I was quite amazed how much you lifted it, and over the years how much we put down here for stone, and it just gets embedded in. This leveler tool is amazing. It does a hands down best job I could imagine it could do, so thank you.
So you're kind of in the agricultural business, right?
Yes, sir.
And what does your company do?
So my company specializes in manufacturing twine and net wrap, and we work primarily through Case and New Holland dealerships around the country.
Yeah, Kurt noticed my Messick's hat. They're one of your biggest customers.
They are. Yep, they're a great customer of mine, and they do a wonderful job supporting the local farmers in their area, and they do a great job supporting our company as well.
That's good. But this ball field, I used to play on this in Eagle County.
Yep.
And that was years ago. It is really nice now. I mean, it was always a decent field, but it's beautiful now.
Well, yes, and you know, they've put a lot of work into it. My nephews, they maintain the grass out here, and you know, we try to put a little bit back in each year just to maintain it. I think generations have played on this field. I don't know when the official year that it opened, but I think it's been in sometime in the 40s that this field was created. And you know, I don't know how many countless individuals have played baseball here and just had a good old time. So
do they have a special baseball dirt on the field? Do you know anything about that?
So they do put it's like a granular clay that it helps absorb the moisture.
Yeah.
I know they use that for the infield to help keep the field maintained for when we have wet you know, rain, and this time of year whenever it does get periodic rainstorms, so the guys can still play.
Yeah, just all that rain the other night, the field looks fantastic.
Yeah, and they did put French drains in here years ago when they did some upgrades in here to help drain the outfield, or otherwise it'd just be a swamp until probably June.
Probably been playing ball on that field for 75, 80 years, probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like I said, I don't know how many years it's been in there, but so this was George Marburger Field, and he grew up on the farm right behind us up on the hill, and so that's a tribute to his memory.
Very nice. Well, I'm glad it worked out. It looks good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Couldn't be happier.
Sounds good. Like I said, later this summer, if you want to do something, we were talking about maybe putting a French drain or something in here. We could do that in the dry season.
Okay, that sounds great. We'd appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, all loaded up, chain down, double, triple check, we're good.